and welcome to Mo Knows This and Mo Knows That. With the chat, hit the like or take a hike. Hey, Katrina, good morning. Oh, Jesus. I don't think I'll be really ready in the morning until 7:15, but it's okay. So this is why I pin curl my hair, because see, it got some little bounce for the day. But we are going to just do one of these numbers for now because it's hot. The rest of my evening, I went to bed. I got off the live and then I was sleepy, come sleepy, because it was just ridiculous. But I did read an article this morning. And I thought this was very interesting. And well, knock yourself out in the K. Not only are you up mad early, but you made it to number 2. Oh boy. So the article is it's in USA Today. I don't know why I'm on a man kick this week, but I know you doing that commute in the morning. It's in USA Today, and it's about a young man who the article is entitled "Principal Forbids First Black Valedictorian from Giving Speech, so City Hall Steps In." I'm not going to read the entire article this morning. Hey, Hidden Treasures. Um, Basically, what happened is that this young man made it to be the valedictorian for the graduating class, and he wrote his speech. They didn't like what he was going to say in his speech. So hit the like or take a hike. They didn't like what he was going to, the principal didn't like what he was going to say in his speech, and basically didn't let him be the valedictorian. The young man was working inside of did an internship with the mayor, and the mayor let him say his speech, and she posted it on their YouTube channel for their state, for their county. What I found interesting inside of here is that everybody was endorsing his grown-up steps. And then in the article, so apparently in his speech, he was going to write to the principal and say, "To my principal, there's a whole lot of things I wanted to say to you for a long time. I'm here as a U Prep 2018 valedictorian to tell you that you couldn't break me. I'm still here, and I'm still here strong. And after all these years, all this anger I've had towards you and you prep as a whole, I realized I had to let that go in order to better myself. And I forgive you for everything I held against you." Good morning, Ty. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, could it have been, I don't know this principle. And there are a lot of bias out there in this world. But could it have been the motivation to make you stronger? Young man, isn't it always going to be whatever his negativity was that built up that anger inside of you? Are you still going to harbor it in your next phase of life? And if so, will you be successful? If not, will you be still successful? Was it his bitterness that made you a more scholarly academic? or more scholarly period. So sometimes you have to ask yourself if the negative forces in your life benefit you. Do they serve as a benefit? I've had to come to that conclusion a lot of times in my life. Like I look around and I'll be like, yo, had it not been for this bad event, I would not be empowered, emboldened to do it differently. I would have kept with the status quo. I would have not went another. I would have not looked at it from a different point of view. Had I never been homeless, I wouldn't understand what it means to lose everything and not have anything. Had I never been part of domestic violence, I wouldn't understand how you can just give, you can love something and they love you to kill you. Like, it is so many adverse things that have happened, so many negative things that have happened. Did I never, I seldom, I'm not going to say never, because I do go through the why me, how this happened to me situation. You know, if I didn't love and lost because of death, I wouldn't know what love looks like. That no one can sell me his love when I already know what the greatest love of all feels like. So you got to do that. You got to do more than that. Because the greatest love of life, you know, was vague. It has some missing components of it too. So I just look at stuff and I'll be like, oh, wait a second. Can you find a positive when the world is so negative? I think you can. And I think that if you're going out this morning and you're going to work and we just came off of selling Independence Day, you should be reinvigorated with, I could do this a different way and really make a difference. I'm empowered to be successful. There's no better way to be. Even if you go into somebody's office today, like it is obvious that hey Jason, it's obvious that you are doing what it takes to survive. Something else that was written after the in the article, and they say like his comments would have gone unnoticed if he delivered it as planned, if he delivered his speech as planned at the small graduation ceremony. Now the whole world hears on the YouTube or whatever in the state he's in, gets to hear what he had to say about this person. Instead, the school refused to let him speak. The result of what Laval believes is personal animosity on the principal's part. As it happens, though, he has a powerful friend, the mayor, in whose office he works as an intern. And the mayor invited him to City Hall to deliver the speech and posted it on the city's official YouTube page. And it is, just in case you want to go to the YouTube page, I'll link it in the thing, but is I guess is Jason, Jaisaan, Lovetts, Lovetts. Well, his name is Lov, but it says Lovett apostrophe S, Valley Victorian speech. You know, I'm not playing nobody's stuff over here. They write, for some reason, his school, in a country where freedom of speech is a constitutional right, and the city of Frederick Douglass, turned this moment of triumph into a time of sorrow and pain. I'm not even gonna go there. Freedom of speech. Yes, I'm gonna go there. Freedom of speech has its limits, and when you are in an institution, there are unfortunately censorship. So this is not really the good lesson to teach, but it's a lesson to learn, because there are parameters. You can work a job and have your freedom of speech, but it must conform to the culture of the job. I don't know if just saying that the principal was mean or whatever nasty is gonna make a big difference, but hey. But somewhere in here where the mayor is speaking to it, she says something about this child, like they denied this child the opportunity to speak. And I can't find it right now. I wish I, but when you touching these things, you can't really highlight stuff. And it's on the school, the mayor's official Facebook page. Speaking truth, and she named it Speaking Truth to Power, and saying that he had been silenced by the school. But it's somewhere where they called him a child, and I was just like, you got to make up your mind. Either he's a child or he's a man, because that was a man's decision. He took some big steps there. Alrighty, so I just thought it was interesting. I thought the article touched on, we got some young men that are graduating from high school, going on to college, doing big things, being vocal and speaking up now. So hopefully this will be a trendsetter. We'll have more things. It's a charter school. I'm sure the work was rigorous. What's interesting about charter schools, if you don't know, they are publicly funded but private. So they use the money. So each child inside of each state there's a per capita per child per school. And each child that attends a charter school takes away whatever the per capita spending would have been for the public school. So if you build a charter school, you have 125 students. You're taking away 100, whatever the per capita was for each student. You're taking away 125 students per capita from the local school system. So public schools, but charter schools can discriminate and do all kinds of non-traditional things because they're considered private, wherein the public school can't discriminate against special needs children. They have to accept any child that they get, and they have to educate that child to his or her fullest potential. And they have a right to independent IDEA, individualized an individualized plan, as per IDEA, individual education plan, which is an IEP. But you are guaranteed. I'm not going to use guaranteed. You have a right. It's your right. It's not a privilege. But you are attending a charter school. It's a privilege. It's not a right. They can get rid of you, and they get to keep the funding that they got per capita. So it's unbalanced. Sorry, Katrina. Morning, laugh out loud. Sometimes I forget to check the chat. Mo plays throughout our restaurant. I know, and I have got to be more conscious of this. I'm working on this now, but those are my thoughts on the article. You can go check it out for yourself. Look at it, but just be inspired that young men are doing it. Like they're really out here making some strides. And that was a positive note to it, you know. And again, needing to look at the negative situations that come at you. And when you are out of the storm of it, say, oh my goodness, I needed this. This is just what I needed. It was right one time. It was the message I needed. Now you guys know that these thumb down bandits be coming up in here and thumbing down stuff. So make sure y'all give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the message. If you don't enjoy the message, I get it. You could take your thumbs up back on your way out. It's a toggle key. You could thumbs up again and just take it away. There's no reason to thumbs down. I'm just saying, you have the opportunity to give it. He give it and he take it away. But you don't need to be negative and do the thumbs down. It's a crazy concept. It's a crazy concept that you need to instill in somebody a negative push. And that's it. We're all working. I'm working on getting myself out the door. I gotta do a daughter check because she needs to be getting herself out the door. I seldom wear pants to work, but today is a slacks day or whatever. I'm just so mad because I still. Oh, maybe I will wear. I'm gonna go back with the sneakers. I still wearing the sneakers because I'm not feeling 100 without my sneakers. And that's it. Let me check on my daughter because she needs to get herself out the door. Oh, I need a straw. Yeah, I got. Make sure you take a cinnamon roll. I know. I went to Walmart and I love their bakery department. I'm not a Walmart fan, but I love their bakery department. And I got some cinnamon buns. I'm walking around. I'm still walking around on it. I done missed most of the what do you call that? The physical therapy. Cause I can only do the 7 a.m. physical therapy, and somebody else beat me to that appointment time. So they call me the night before if the person canceled for the 7 a.m. So I'm eating applesauce. I need so if y'all notice, I try to get a lot of fruits in because I don't do a lot of sugar. So I try to get things that are naturally sweet in my thing. I mean, this is not naturally sweet, but it's applesauce. So. But my father has a recipe for this apple. I don't know what they're called, but it's like some fried apple stuff. So I normally make that and have it in the refrigerator and just take me out some in the morning. But when I was in Walmart, they had this. and the expiration date was next year, so I bought it. I don't buy anything in Walmart that the expiration date, except for milk, is the same as this year. I don't trust it. Is it just me? Does anybody else not trust Walmart? And it's because of you YouTubers. And it's so funny because I didn't do it, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to walk around the back of Walmart and be like, "Where's the FEMA camps?" But I ain't do it. And I know which channels that sub to me are gonna be like, "Oh, she's making fun of the FEMA camps now." Oh, you completely disagree with one of my statements? Which one was it? The platform is not small. Okay. This is what I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, I noticed that though too last night that the chat wasn't available. That was not my fault. The chat is there. I didn't take it down. I have a huge impact on our community. That's why I'm trying to be more responsible with my statements, because it's folks like you, Jason, who are reminding me that I can rise above the petty K Street stuff because I'm on a different plateau. But for some freaking reason, what these people do to me matters. And it's like, it's the craziest thing. I think it's just having your integrity challenged like that. But I'm going to have to grow thicker skin and just stay my course. And you know, none of you have to tell me this because I know this. It's a damn shame. I just be like, how'd you get off your square like that? This is when I need King of Phone in my life. And I'm gonna tell you how I know it was off my square. Because when I got up this morning, I couldn't do a brain dump. I went in and just started washing dishes, washing the floors. You know, my daughter was like, "Oh, brother." And it's so bad because I'm washing the dishes that are coming out of the box. She was like, "Wasn't they in the box?" Yeah, they was. I'm washing them anyway. So I really didn't understand. I don't know if I have a huge, I don't know what the huge impact is. I just really tried to come out here giving you what I feel or giving you what I've read, because most of the things that shape my thoughts are based on the stuff that I consume. So if you're consuming this video, YouTube, all day long or morning long, you might be getting you some negative energy. Oh, you're in Connecticut? Oh, I've been to Mohegan Sun one time. Hey, Mr. Eric Brown. And I love it. So you know what, Jason, since you are East Coast bound, so you were in Connecticut for the foliage this for. Well, I intend to go a couple of places. There's a few places here on the YouTube I have to go and visit some people. So I'm gonna do like the Mo tour. But I have, so guys, I have to get down to Atlanta to speak to my friend Sean, who is a publisher, because I have to sit down with him and really like shape what my next thoughts are. And he's always doing things because he's a publisher. I was talking to my friend yesterday, so she listen to this, y'all. I was talking to my friend Eloise, who, you know, I haven't spoken to her in a couple of days. She sent me something to read. She's gonna kill me. She sent me her mission statement to read for her business that she's opening up, and I will read it on the bus this on the train this morning when I'm supposed to be doing the emails for the job. But now I don't do the emails until 9 o'clock because I don't have to be at work until 9:30. So I'm not opening emails before 9 o'clock. But in anywho, she tells me that she's going on this talk show, radio show, and she's like, and the topic is abortion and something else. And she's like, I'm not a good public speaker. I'm like, there's no public there on the radio. How freaking zoid is that? This is not even anything she wants to do, and the opportunity is there for her. I'm just like, eat it up. So, she goes on this talk show. I'm going right beside her because I got to see how this works out. So I was like, make sure you get me in with you. She's like, oh, you're interested in this? Hell yeah. I'm your lawyer. Whatever. Advocate. Whatever you want to call me. I'm her. I'm down for it. And that's it. Well, I'm glad that your regulars, Jason, appreciate. They should subscribe since they love the vibe. It's Monica with the capital M, Mo, capital M, Justice, capital J. Each word has a space between it. Each name has a space between it. You can find me on the YouTuber. And you can press subscribe. That's it. And that's it. But I'm glad you rewinded. I'm sorry that things are taken out of context, but I'm not gonna let I'm gonna leave that alone. If there's a because the big breaking news last night. You guys know the breaking news. We're at the departing point. But let me tell y'all the breaking news. The breaking news was between that live last night, I got like 41 subs. So I don't think you sound nuts. If I thought you sound nuts, I wouldn't be here 7 o'clock in the morning. You gave me that whole paragraph and I read it and I was like, if someone sees you like that, somebody else might see you like that too. Well, I'm going to have to figure out because y'all never heard my Facebook story. My Facebook is so intimate to me. Like, it's really guys that I dated that's there. It's really my kids' friends, and my family. I don't have like the extras, people that I went to school with, because I'm just not into you like that. And I learned the hard way, like Facebook is a commercial. So the stories you read about people there is their interpretation of what they want you to think of them. So I got to be able to build a Monica Mo Justice without it linking to my family, only because these people on the YouTube tend to invade your privacy. So that's why I'm waiting for Nikki C to really do that research and see where we come up on, because I can help write a brief in a second if we find if we find where the law is being violated and really take it to the YouTuber, because what these people are doing socially, invading people's privacy, is really, really bad. And I shouldn't say I should wait for Nikki C to do it, but Nikki brought it up. It's something I was thinking about, but she sounds like she's gonna go at it and go into it. So I'm just gonna wait it out and see what she comes up with, see where the league goes, and follow along with it. Those are the collaborations that we're talking about, because I feel like it's some crazy YouTube stuff that goes on here. But yeah, but no, I want to do a Monica Mo Justice because I think it is. I think it is worth. I think it is an investment that I'm worth investing in all the way around. So everything needs to, I got my Twitter, which I'm going to change. I'm going to change it out. The name. I was really going to change it out because my Twitter was parent voice. Hey Felicia. Um, my Twitter was parent voices, so I can easily change that to Monica Mo Justice. That's not a problem because I've had that forever. But it's just these people here just do such. It's so invasive. For what? Like, ask like no one deserves to have their life plastered all over the web like it has been, or things. I'm not afraid if people do it, but I'm just saying it's not a good look by doing it. And that's it. So there's more to come. And if someone takes the time to really tell you how they appreciate you, as you did in a thing, I had to look at it and be like, wait, he saw a vision I didn't see yet. Let me go and see how that goes out. Uh-oh, EB got a question. Yeah, it was like, let me go. Well, I've been weeing us ever since I was like the influences. Like once I really, it was day one live. It was at day one live when I knew on day one I can't do this alone. And anyone that tells you that you can is not being truthful to themselves. You can't do this alone if you want to really do something. And that's crazy. And even though I'm gonna come every morning, still throughout, just to do the morning part. The evenings, I'm gonna cut them back. They probably will be 3 times out of the week because I got to be able to build that content. It's not just come up here, rant and rave, and curse people out and go about. That's not what this is about. This is about real conscious awareness. This is about real discussions, real issues, real time. This is not about being fake or phony or fraud. There's real things going on in our communities that you need to be able to talk about and rationalize it out and come to a resolution. There's a whole lot of complaining, but no one's doing anything because all they do is keep looking at the same problem and say, oh, this is the problem. See what Jane did? But you're not even talking about how to improve Jane's circumstances. You just repeating over and over again how Jane got in the mess she's in right now. And maybe Jane finds herself in a different mess. Good morning, Angela. And that's it. And I think as time continues to progress, we will have more to say and we will have a bigger platform. And we don't know where this is going to end up, but I think there are a lot of talented people that have said hello to me, and there's a lot of people that are committed to whatever they do. And sometimes those roads can connect and you can really make something out of it. And that's it. Lovely daughter, you need to be leaving. Okay. I don't want to pay for another Uber. I had to pay for 2 Ubers yesterday. Oh. Oh. Interesting, Jason. Very interesting. Anyway, you guys, I don't know what your Thursday is looking like. Some of you may have a continued holiday. I don't. I gotta go to work, and I gotta chase that bag. So thank you very much. So this is Mo, and I gotta go. But you have yourself a beautiful Thursday. Bye, honey. What? You put the bananas away when you get home? I never understand kids. No one's popular. Anyway, until episode 4, have a good day.